Hi and welcome back. Now I'm going to add a sound effect to my story, and this I can do in different ways. And the easiest way is to record the sound in real time. Before I start recording, I must have monitor old turned on. This means I can listen to my project while recording, so that's crucial for the timing to be okay. So I turn monitor old on. I also must use headphones, otherwise I'll record my playing project, and that's not a good idea. So monitor old on, and monitor live I suggest you turn off to avoid the chance of acoustic feedback. Normalize is good, it means that Hokusai adds some volume to a quiet sound, or reduce some volume to a loud sound. So now I'm going to tap record, and at a certain point in the story I will knock on my desk to simply add a knocking sound effect. Let's go. Once upon a time there was an old lady. She was stingy and hostile to everyone, despite the fact that she was well and didn't miss anything in this world. One evening, when it was raining hard outside, she heard a knock on her door. It was a lonely traveler who wondered if he could stay for. And I tap stop to listen to the story with the knocking effect. I deselect by tapping anywhere on the screen, and then I tap some seconds before, and I tap play. A knock on the door. It was a lonely traveler who wondered if he could stay for the night. I want to add a second sound effect, but this time I'm going to import the sound effect from my Dropbox folder. I just tap on the Dropbox icon, and the first time I use this function I must allow the two apps to communicate. So I tap allow, and now I tap Dropbox again. I search for my sound effect, and there it is. I just tap it, and it will be imported into the project. This particular sound effect I've downloaded from the sound effect library on the internet, and I just put it in my Dropbox folder on my computer. So Dropbox is a very easy way to import audio into a project. You can also import your iTunes music. Tap import and tap music library for access to purchase music or music transferred from your computer from iTunes. For now I tap cancel. This particular sound effect simulates pouring rain, and I'm going to use it in the beginning of my story. But I just need a few seconds. So I select a part of the effect track. I think this will do. And I tap trim. But I don't want to start with the rain effect. I want to delay it. And I can't just mow it by dragging it. So I select the rain effect. And this time I'm going to go with cut. This is approximately where the rain effect should start. And then I tap paste, and there it is. It can take some time to get the perfect timing, so you just have to be patient and keep on trying. Another way to go is to select the audio and gently drag it upwards, like this. It's a bit tricky, I think, but I can now move my selection anywhere on the track. I just let go and I deselect. Now let's listen to the story. Once upon a time there was an old lady. She was stingy and hostile to everyone, despite the fact that she was well and didn't miss anything in this world. One evening, when it was raining hard outside, she heard a knock on the door. It was a lonely traveler who wondered if he could stay for the night. Before I add the music, I want to mix down these tracks to one track. The reason I want to do this is because I want the music to start my story and the narration to be delayed. And now I have perfect timing with my sound effects. I don't want to redo the timing. So this is the reason I want to mix these tracks into one. Also, it's easier to work with just a few tracks. I tap the button in the upper right corner and I tap mix down tracks. To select the tracks for the mix down, I just tap them one by one. And then I tap done. Adding the music is just the same as adding a sound effect. I tap the Dropbox icon, I choose my music file, and I tap it. And now it's imported to another track. So I want the music to start my story and then disappear. So I just select a couple of seconds, like this, and I tap trim. But I don't want my music to stop in a sudden. I'd like it to fade out. So I select the part I want to fade out. I tap more, and I tap fade out. If you want the fade effect to be really smooth, you can add it twice, like this. I deselect, and now let's delay the down mix. I select this track, I tap cut, let's put it here, and then I tap paste. And here is my audio project. Lovely. Once upon a time there was an old lady. She was stingy and hostile to everyone, despite the fact that she was well and didn't miss anything in this world. One evening, when it was raining hard outside, she heard a knock on the door. It was a lonely traveler who wondered if he could stay for the night.